Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. So today we are going to discuss about measurement and scaling techniques in research. So in our daily life, we are set to measure when we use some yardstick to determine our weight, height or some other features of a physical object. Also, we judge how well we like a song, movie or the personality of our friends. So we measure both physical object and abstract concept. By measurement, we mean the process of assigning number to objects or observations, the level of measurement being a function of the rule under which the number are assigned. So in research, you can find four classification of measurement scale such as nominal scale, ordinal scale, interval scale and ratio scale. So now we can check all these four scale in detail. First one, nominal scales. Nominal scale is simply a system of assigning number symbol to events in order to label them. The usual example of this is the assignment of number of basketball players in order to identify them. Like nominal scale provide convenient way of keeping track of people, objects and events, and one cannot do much with number involved. So here you can find, and if you're taking the example of basketball players or football players, you can find some numbers in their jersey like 1, 2, 10, 11. So this number just labeling to understand who is that player. Say for example, you can find 10 number for Messi. So that number is just labeling that player. Okay. By seeing that number, we can identify who is the player. Okay. So nominal scale just means or just using to label them. So, nominal scale is the least powerful level of measurement. It indicates no order or distant relationship and has no arithmetic origin. A nominal scale simply describes difference between things by assigning them to categories. Second one, ordinal scale. The lowest level of the ordered scale that is commonly used is the ordinal scale. The ordinal scale places event in order, but there is no attempt to make the interval of the scale equal in terms of some rules. Rank orders represent ordinal scale and are frequently used in research relating to qualitative phenomena. For example, a student's rank in his graduation class involved the use of an ordinal scale. One has to be very careful in making statement about scores based on ordinal scales. For instance, if Michael's position in his class is second and Anthony's position is 4, it cannot be said that Ram's position is 2 times as good as that of Anthony. The statement would make no sense at all. Ordinal scale only permit the ranking of items from highest to lowest. And ordinal measures have no absolute value and the real difference between adjacent rank may not be equal. All that can be said is that one person is higher or lower on the scale than another, but more precise comparisons cannot be made. Thus, the use of an ordinal scale implies a statement of greater than or less than without or being able to state how much greater or less. Third one is interval scale. In the case of interval scale, the intervals are adjusted in terms of some rules that has been established as a basis for making the units equal. The units are equal only insofar as one accepts the assumption on which the rules is based. And interval scale can have an arbitrary zero, but it is not possible to determine for them what may be called an absolute zero or the unique origin. The primary limitation of the interval scale is the lack of a true zero. It does not have the capacity to measure the complete absence of a trait or characteristics. The Farron scale is an example of an interval scale and shows similarities in what one can and cannot do with it. One can say that an increase in temperature from 30 degree to 40 degree involves the same increase in temperature as an increase from 60 degree to 70 degree. But one cannot say that the temperature of 60 degrees twice as warm as the temperature of 30 degree because both numbers are dependent on the fact that the zero on the scale is set arbitrarily at the temperature of the freezing point of water. The ratio of the two temperature 30 degree and 60 degree means nothing because 0 is an arbitrary point. Last one, ratio scale. Ratio scales have an absolute or true zero of measurement. The term absolute zero is not as precise as it was once believed to be. We can conceive of an absolute zero of length and similarly we can conceive of an absolute zero of time. For example, the 0 point of an centimeter scale indicate the complete absence of length or height. But an absolute zero of temperature is theoretically unobtainable and it remains a concept existing only in the scientist's mind. So, ratio scale represent the actual amount of variables. Measures of physical dimensions such as weight, height, distance, etc. are examples. Generally, all statistical techniques are usable with ratio scale and all manipulations that one can carry out with real numbers can also be carried out with ratio scale values. Thus, proceeding from the nominal scale, which is considered as least precise type of scale, to ratio scale, the most precise type of scale, relevant information is obtained increasingly. If the nature of the variable permits, the researcher should use a scale that provides the most precise description. Researchers in physical science have the advantage to describe variables in ratio scale form, but the behavioral science are generally limited to describe variables in interval scale form, a less precise type of measurement. These are the 4 measurement scales. So I will come up with more research related concept and explanation in my upcoming videos. I will not be able to upload more videos in this week due to my personal emergency and health issues. So thank you so much for watching my video. If you have any doubt, you can mail me on my mail ID or else you can comment me below this video. Thank you. Thank you so much.